What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. I told you this video was coming. The Reckoning. Another Ego rant, and I'm going to let it all out. Before I start the video, I want to have a couple disclaimers that I'd like to throw out there. One, this video is not attacking either Mayweather or Pacquiao, like them as fighters or anything. So shout out to them for making the fight. Two, there will be graphic language in this video. Three, a lot of you motherfuckers get mad, like, get over yourself, and why are you telling us about the shut the fuck up? Because most of the people who are saying that and thumbing down the video and shit like that, you're who I'm talking to directly with this bullshit when it comes to this video. So like always, people are going to get emotional and thumb down the video, but it does nothing. In fact, it actually helped me because it'll isolate you motherfuckers so I can see how many of you there really are. And again, if you're taking offense, it's probably because I'm showcasing one of your comments. Now, throughout the video, you'll see some comments. Some aren't as bad. They were just skeptic of the fight happening. Others are real aggressive and just basically hating and thrashing. I told you guys, I said, wait till all the details are out and then react. If Floyd chooses Cotto, which is a fight I also didn't want to see, then react. But some of you guys wanted to, and I told you, I made several videos. Some of you guys wanted to prematurely react before you even got any kind of evidence of what was actually happening. So you've been warned. And this is the other thing that I never really understood, where you guys throw me for a loop, some of you guys. You're here by choice. I didn't make you be here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't solicit you. I didn't go on Twitter and blow up your feed, say, hey, check out my latest video, and DM you or send you a mention you and send you a personal message. I didn't text you guys. I'm not doing any of that. So you're here by choice. So if you want to ride the roller coaster, then buckle the fuck up and shut the fuck up and listen to the video. If you don't, peace, bye, see ya, gone. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be here. Now, this is no disrespect to my real boxing fans. And again, if you're a Pacquiao fan, I have no problem with you. If you're a Mayweather fan, I have no problem with you. What I do have a problem with are those two-faced son of the bitches, those motherfuckers who like try to hedge their bets, that were naysayers, that are doubtful, and the ones that went overboard. This is who this video is directly targeted at. Now, in preparation for this video, I'm hungry as shit. I'm starving actually, but I didn't eat because I want it to be as bad. I want to be grumpy. I want to be irritated. I want to be pissed off, just so I could fill your ears with the same vitriol, the same venom, the same bullshit that y'all left in my comment section, said to me, etc. So without further ado, let's get it in. Throughout this video, you're going to see just random comments from random videos that I've done where people obviously didn't have anything nice to say. Now, given this fight has taken longer than expected, no one wanted to wait 5, 6, 7 years. I get that. That makes sense to me. However, a lot of people, like, you ever heard the saying, like, if it was a snake, it would have bit me? Some of y'all would have been bit the fuck up a long time ago. Anaconda, you know what I mean? All in your shit. Jungle Book. You guys would have been boa constricted and asphyxiated and all that because you can't see the signs. I try to, on my channel, give you guys good coverage, topics you want to talk about, boxing, you know what I mean? Just the whole scope of boxing, give my perspective, and, you know what I mean? Let's just get it in, keep this thing moving. And I tried to warn you guys that the signs for this fight were favorable. Now, again, I'm not going on a limb. I didn't say I made no prediction video saying this is 100%, because in boxing, I really feel like nothing's 100%. Even though the fight's official, it's not even 100%, because there's been other fights in the past, like knock on wood, that have been quote unquote official, and for whatever reason, they didn't go through. Off the top of my head, Yuriorkis Gamboa versus Brandon Rios. Off the top of my head, Danny Garcia versus Zab Judah. Now that fight, although it did actually happen, it was supposed to happen sooner, I think in February, and they had to postpone it because Garcia got a rib injury, and some people were speculating that he was trying to weasel out and pull out of the fight. So some of you guys aren't real boxing fans, so you don't know little tidbits like that, right? Kell Brook versus Devin Alexander. That's another fight where it was on 3 times, and 2 times Kell Brook mysteriously got injured, and then one time Devin Alexander got injured, and then the fight was scrapped and never made. Johnny Gonzalez versus Abner Mares, Part 2, the redemption, the rematch, that was on. Abner Mares got hurt, and it was never rescheduled. So if you follow my drift, that happens in the sport of boxing. Now, obviously, I hope after all of this, that doesn't happen with this particular fight. However, some of you guys are overly negative. And again, the signs were right there in front of you. I even warned you on some of my videos. You don't have to take my word for it. Just go back and look. The videos are still up. I don't delete them. Go look. Go listen to some of those old videos where I was talking about Mayweather Pacquiao. And some of the telltale signs for me were this. For the first time, you've seen people kind of behaving civil. Like back in the day with this particular fight, it was almost like, I mean, as much as I wanted, like my heart wanted the fight, but I almost knew it wasn't going to happen then based on how the characters involved were acting. You had Floyd Sr., he was like, that motherfucker Pacquiao suck. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was just being rude and dissing Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach was dissing them. Bob Arum was dissing everybody. Mayweather's boring. Nobody wants to see him fight. He's a boring fighter. Like, you know what I mean? That's not going to get it done. Straight up. You got too much pride, too much egos, etc. That's like somebody asking me to do a YouTube. And I'm not saying like I'm on a high horse, but everything I've worked for to get my channel to where it is, that's what it was. I worked for that. I put in the hours, content after content, etc. So I don't do meal tickets or free handouts. So like, you know what I'm saying? Some people want to collab, but they have to get their weight up and they got to, you know what I mean? Like earn their stripes. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to be beneficial and advantageous for both of us. So hypothetically, if there's another channel and they're being disrespectful to me, do you think that I'm going to do anything to give them views? Do you think I'm going to collaborate with them? Do you think I'm going to work with them? No, fuck no. Especially if you know me as a person, which most of you guys don't. But, you know, I'm sure you can gather some things about my personality from being on here so long. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. And the way both parties, like I said before, were behaving, it wasn't a professional way that would make either one of them budge and get this fight done. You know what I'm saying? Everybody at each other's throats, everybody talking shit about the next person, and nobody's exempt from this. I've heard it from both sides. I've heard Freddie Roach talk shit. I've heard Manny Pacquiao throw his jabs. I've heard Bob Arum definitely talk shit. I've heard Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Sr., all talk shit. Pacquiao and all that shit. Now, here on my channel, what I try to do is I really look at boxing objectively because first and foremost, I am a fan. Before anything else, I was a fan of boxing and I still am. You know what I mean? So Floyd Mayweather can do wrong. Manny Pacquiao can do wrong. Like all these people at the end of the day, they're still human. Like they, you know what I mean? They're not, some people look at these guys and like worship them. You know what I mean? Like they're regular people. They make mistakes just like everyone else. So when I look at boxing, I look at it objectively because it is what it is. Like some people, you get on these dumbass like Flomo, Pactar tangents and shit. Like I said, I'm a grown man. I don't have time for that because it holds no weight. And that's the type of responses that I was getting from a lot of people. This fight will never happen. He's scared. He's ducking. He's, you know what I mean? Just bullshit that you guys hear and recycle. And it got to a point where I felt a lot of people didn't want this fight. Both Pacquiao and Mayweather fans, they didn't want the fight because there was something to lose. One of those fighters got to lose that night. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people were fearful. And it puts an end to all this dumb bickering. Like, you know what I mean? Genuinely think some people in between classes for school, they're like texting and leaving comments, like, you know what I mean? Just trying to rile people up and talk shit. I'm a grown-ass man. I want to talk boxing. I don't care about these like schoolyard games and shit some of y'all want to do. I don't have, some of y'all try to go in on me and leave. I'm just being real. Some of y'all leave like long ass 240 characters like passages and novels and shit where you're trying to go in on me like, oh, you're stupid, you're retarded. Like I don't even read that shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I try to, again, if you support me, you support boxing, and you're realistic, cool. But when you're already, from your first couple of words and stuff, you're already on a different level and talking like crazy, like Pacquiao, Royd, fucky butt, like, you know what I'm saying? Fucky butt, Royd, and chicken, Floyd, all that, man. I don't even read that because I have things to do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like my time's more valuable than anyone. If people leave me genuine comments and have real questions, I always try to get back to them. I always try to, like, you know what I mean? But I'm getting more and more comments as I grow as a channel. But that's why I do the mail Mondays and stuff like that, because I want to give back to the sport that I love. And any way I can help, any way I can, you know what I mean, provide a forum, a platform for people to talk, for people to, I don't even care about the debates. Debates are cool. But this Mayweather Pacquiao, it is finally Judgment Day. There are no excuses. Some of you guys, that's the other thing about I want to talk about in this video. Some of you guys leave comments where you make so many fucking excuses. It is just so ridiculous. I did a video about Freddie Roach. It's not what I'm saying, it's what Freddie Roach said. Freddie Roach says his fighter, Manny Pacquiao, he doesn't feel he has the killer instinct, the fire that he once has, but he's good in other ways or whatever. People get mad at me, like I said, like I made that shit. And then what makes me laugh even more is some of you guys, this is the difference between me and some of you guys. I'm going off of the actual fact, things that happen, things you can almost touch, feel, tangible things, right? There's an actual interview with Fight Hype, and Freddie Roach said, my fighter, I don't feel he has the killer instinct anymore. It's not coming from ego. It's not coming from Fight Hype's mouth. This is from the trainer, Freddie Roach, right? And then I report on it. Some people thumb it down and get mad and shit like that. I don't know what y'all think YouTube is set up like. That doesn't stop me from getting paid. That doesn't stop my audience retention or anything. So, I mean, have at it. If that makes your day, if you think you're really making an impact, cool, have at it. But at the end of the day, it's not going to stop me from spitting this knowledge, dropping these gems, and speaking real fact. Freddie Roach said that, not me. So just the level of emotion with some of the fans, I'll just be glad when this is finally over. I hope we have a clear, concise victor, be it Floyd, be it Manny Pacquiao. I just want closure, the reckoning. I want this all over, you know what I mean? So we can get back to the other young fighters, the Felix Verdejos, the Danny Garcias, and the Terrence Crawfords. There's a whole slew of guys that have a lot left to give and do in the sport. And we take a lot of focus away from that based on this fight. But good thing is, it's coming to a close. And I'm just sick, man. I don't want to hear Mayweather excuses. I don't want to hear Pacquiao excuses like, oh, he waited till Pacquiao got old. Pacquiao is younger than Floyd Mayweather. They're both great fighters. They both look good in their last 2 or 3 performances. Good enough to win. It is what it is. They're fighting when they're fighting. Can't go back in time. We can't change that. So this is the reality of it. Again, some of you guys don't want to deal with reality. You rather live in this fictional world. And this is the other thing that throws me, is some of you guys just insinuate and make up shit what you want these fighters or trainers or whatever to be thinking. Like I did the video, like I said, about Freddie Roach. He says he thinks his fighter lost the killer instinct. And people are assuming that he only did that just to lure Floyd into thinking that Manny Pacquiao is vulnerable. Like, yeah, he did that. You can't see what he's doing. He did it to trick Floyd. He just wanted to trick him into thinking that Manny Pacquiao was weak. Like, first of all, Floyd has been fighting longer than YouTube has been around. You know what I'm saying? Longer than a lot of things. He's been fighting close to 2 decades, right? I'm pretty sure he's not going to fall for the okie doke, little stupid tricks like playing possum in an interview. You know what I'm saying? It's not even in fight. Freddie Roach is allegedly playing possum in an interview. Why can't it be that Freddie Roach really believes what he's saying, that his fighter doesn't have the killer instinct? He's still a good fighter, but he doesn't have the killer instinct. Again, you guys make up shit. That's not what I'm here for. I don't make up shit. I'm not telling you. I give opinions, but a lot of times my opinions, I can always link it back to a fact. I can always link it back to a performance. I can always link it back to something I've seen, a pattern. But some of you guys don't do that. You just like gone with the wind and just make shit up. Just whatever comes to mind. So again, for me, I'll be glad when this is over, because as much as I like Mayweather, as much as I like Pacquiao, this is what's needed, a conclusion. Finally conclude these motherfuckers so I can stop reading asinine comments from both ends, Pacquiao fans, Mayweather fans, people who pose as boxing fans, they're not, you know what I mean? Like, I really want to set up, I wish there was some way to, like, you know how they have the cap cache, the little messages, and on websites you have to enter whatever it says, like it'll say like pizza free, and then you have to type that in order to get to the next page. I really wish boxing, on at least on YouTube, I wish they had something like that where you had to answer like some boxing questions. How many times did Sugar Ray Leonard fight Roberto Duran? You know what I mean? You had to like do trivia to get to my fucking videos. I would love something like that, because either y'all motherfuckers would have to cheat, or you just would fail to get into my videos, because I know some of you guys don't know shit about boxing. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And this video is dedicated precisely to you. So again, this is not just Pacquiao fans. This is Mayweather fans too. I just want it done, over, finito, finished. Like, let's get to the bottom of this. No excuses. I want to see, you know what I mean? Pacquiao still has, he has something in the tank. He showed you that in his last fight. And this is the thing with the excuses. Some people make the excuses now, but they weren't making them in these fighters' last fights. That doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, if you felt this fight, and the other thing is, some of you guys were saying, up until it actually became a reality, you were saying that this fight needs to happen. And a lot of people were saying Mayweather was holding it up and he was ducking because he was afraid. Now all of a sudden it gets signed and people are switching up. People are saying, oh, it's too late. He waited too long. It's too late. I don't want to see it anymore. It's too late. He's old now. Too late. No, it doesn't work like that. Especially when you were just weeks, months ago saying it still needed to happen. Now when it is right there in front of you, you realize it's the real deal. Some people are like tucking their tail and getting scared, man. But for me, Mayweather, Pacquiao, May 2nd, I'm fully excited. Best of luck to both fighters. I'm glad they were able to finally get this done. And like I said, boxing will grow from this, and boxing will continue to move on. I've learned a lot, you know what I mean? Especially dealing with this fight. Like, if anything, this fight has probably trained me the best out of all fights ever since I've been doing this YouTube shit, because this has by far the most radical, insane, passionate, crazy, obsessive fans out of all of boxing. So, I mean, this is really, you know what I mean, for me, learning on the job, this is where I got my start. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing videos like this is where I got adapted to the different. I'm like, oh shit, people are racist. Oh shit, people say this. Oh, people are this ignorant. Goddamn. Like, you know what I mean? This is where I really got used to what the boxing world had, and you know what I mean, just delivering and commentary on these videos and different stuff like that, hearing what people wanted. So this is history right here, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad that people are excited. People, oh my gosh, if you guys, when the announcement happened, even though I get alerts to everything like on my phone, people blew me up. I was getting Facebook messages, Instagram mentions, Instagram DMs, Twitter. People were texting me. It was going off. And I am glad to see that boxing is back. People are genuinely excited. And I don't want everyone to take something negative from this video only, because there is a lot of good. The good is the fight is happening. And this is one of boxing's saviors, in my opinion, that the fight is happening. But this is really, for me, a DOA, dead on arrival, of all that Pactar Flomo shit. I don't know if you guys seen this a lot on my channel recently, but I'm trying to dead all of that shit. Get back to the core of what boxing is. The Mickey Rourds, the people like Arturo Gatti, all of the, you know what I mean, the classics, the Tommy Hearns, where people knew what they were talking about. Julio Cesar Chavez, one of my favorites, Julio Sr., of course. Let's get back to what boxing is about. Fuck like racism and all kinds of shit, and Gaylords and Pactar Flow, all that dumb shit. Let's get back to boxing. Let's talk boxing. And I want to, hopefully I get some good responses and people really talking the fight, breaking it down. Like I really challenge everybody to what I do here on a daily basis. I challenge you guys, you know what I mean? Create a channel, leave comments where you really, like, you'll notice on my channel, if I do a fight prediction, I never, and I repeat, never talk like some of you guys. When I was breaking down Sergey Kovalev and B-Hop, I wasn't like, Kovalev's going to win, even though I picked Kovalev to win, even though some of y'all said I was stupid. But I didn't say Kovalev's going to win because B-Hop's an old fart fucker, shithead, alien butt. You know what I mean? That's not how I talk. That's not how I conduct myself. And I really try to give the boxing world something. Break these fights down in an educated fashion so people can understand, no matter if you're just getting into boxing or you're an expert at boxing, been around and alive longer than me. I just want to talk boxing, and that's what it is. So hopefully we get back to that. Really glad this fight's happening, and I hit the 20-minute mark, so I'm really going to end it right here. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. What does this do for the sport of boxing? Are you going to help me in my quest to get rid of this Pacquiao, Flomo nonsense, non-knowing, two-faced fucking fans that talked all this shit and now have to eat crow, and they're not going to eat crow because I see some of them not eating crow and continuing to slander either fighter and say this and that and talk reckless. But it is what it is. Comes with the territory. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.